Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see third-year quarterback Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans as they match up with the NFL's all-time passing leader, Drew Brees, and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season ago, back at it again in 2019.
And we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again, but they shouldn't be overconfident. 7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year, so you're not assured of going back year after year.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Deshaun Watson ready to lead the Texans offense, coming off a great turnaround season in 2018. Remember, 2 years ago, he missed much of his rookie campaign with a knee injury, but he led the Texans to an 11-5 record and an AFC South title last year. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Watson. Over the middle. Open is Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Set. 19. Check, 47. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Linebacker Demario Davis made the move from the New York Jets to the New Orleans Saints before the 2018 season, and that move really paid off for him. Always a terrific player. Now he was able to get to the playoffs for the first time in his NFL career.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. A shotgun snap for Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up fourth down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Fourth down, so the Texans dial up the number of their second-year punter, Trevor Daniel. Marcus Sherrill's deep for the Saints. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints getting set to take over, and they will be led out by the all-time leading passer in NFL history in his 19th year now in the NFL, Drew Brees. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And a look now at the offense for New Orleans.
The steal in the 2017 NFL Draft had to be running back Alvin Kamara out of Tennessee, who ended up being that year's NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. Split time with Mark Ingram his first 2 years in the league. With Mark Ingram now in Baltimore, it's his show. And through his first 2 years, almost equal yardage, rushing and receiving. Expect his rushing numbers to take a big leap in 2019.
A throw over the middle, taken in. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Let's take a look at this starting unit for the Houston Texans. And, of course, you're going to see J.J. Watt here on your screen. Well, when he's not breaking bikes, he's in the starting lineup for the Houston Texans at least, right?
How great is that? It was a terrific story because they were in Green Bay for a joint practice session with the Packers. And you know the tradition in Green Bay, the kids bring their bikes and a player picks one of the kids, they hop on the bike, and that's how they go to practice. And it is a great little ceremony right before practice begins. Every kid has a guy, you know, it's really cool. Well, JJ and the Texans being there, he picks out a kid, and as it turned out, that young man had just been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. What a pick-me-up to have J.J. Watt pick him. Unfortunately, J.J. and his bolt broke the bike. They had to get a second bike in there, but J.J. Watt, the class guy he is, sent money back to the family to get the young man a new bike.
Yeah, 290 pounds a man and a child's bike, probably not a good combo that's going to go over well. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. DeAndre Carter back deep. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson, and this is caught by Fells, right side. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down. That's the end of the first quarter.
We're scoreless after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run with Ferguson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Watson operating from the gun. Underneath for Johnson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints taking the field, getting ready to go here on offense. And this is a year that, they got to bounce back from such a disappointing end last year. Also 2 seasons ago as well. Drew Brees is 40 now. Is it kind of now or never for this team?
I think that you have to say the window's closing, despite the fact Drew Brees played at an MVP level for most of last season. 40 years old, you can't count on him being that guy each and every year. So they have to go for it. And you're right, the last 2 years, the miracle in Minneapolis, they lose in the playoffs. The next year, they go a step further, get to the NFC Championship game, and we know what happened late in the ball game there. A missed call maybe cost them from going to the Super Bowl. Can this third time be the charm and they get back to the Super Bowl? This is their chance.
By the way, now defensive and offensive pass interference is reviewable in large part because of the ending in that NFC Championship game.
In large part?
In 100% part because of that NFC Championship game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Ready, set. Ready, set.
Scotland, 41 to Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Ready, set.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. Michael Thomas, who turned 26 in March, now the league's highest paid wideout, signing a 5-year, $100 million extension in late July that will run through 2024.
He's the highest paid non-quarterback ever, though we know as far as these things go, that could change quickly in the league, but still a huge contract for him and deserved. 125 catches last year, led the NFL. 5th highest total in league history. Not bad for a guy that when he played Little League football, he's one of the guys that, the coach said, okay, who hasn't played yet? Because everyone has to play a minimum number of plays. That's what he was doing when he was in Little League football. Now he's one of the best receivers in the NFL.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
I'm coming after you.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Ready. 95-56.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
They'll run it with Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lutz puts this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense heading out, and time to discuss their backfield. It's been interesting during training camp. First, they decided to cut bait on D'Onta Foreman, Charles. Just couldn't seem to come back from his Achilles injury. He wound up in Indy, and to replace him, they took a swing on Duke Johnson, who'd been wanting a trade out of Cleveland.
And I like the move for Duke Johnson, because in head coach Bill O'Brien's offense, having that versatile running back who can run it and catch it out of the backfield is paramount. I think he'll have an immediate role for the Houston Texans.
And of course, they still got Lamar Miller as their number 1. Could they be a landing spot for somebody like a Melvin Gordon? Yeah,
they could. And I know a lot of people would say, well, what if Dallas wants to trade Ezekiel Elliott? I don't see that part happening. But I think Bill O'Brien will always listen if a playmaker's on the market. Personally, I think if they target someone in a trade, it'll be someone in the offensive line.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. From the gun, Watson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all about the defense. Just a lone field goal in that first half. And as a result, not too much available in terms of highlights. But that's okay. We've got a full half to go. And to bring it your way, let's get back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They start the second half with Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
He's not going to get me.
Breeze now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Hey, ready? 5-9. Hey, pick your game up. Let's take. 10. Trip. Ready, take.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Murray. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
65.
Breeze going to throw. And Cook has it, left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On first down, Murray. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
on the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Draw play, Washington, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Demario Davis there on the stop. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Here's Watson, and that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here's Sherrills. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Brees. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Brees now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. A run, it's Murray. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
DJ Reader brought him down. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 5-9. 9-9, sweetheart.
On 2nd down, Washington. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They go play action here on 1st down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Brees to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. Brees now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Brees to throw again. And incomplete.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check three.
They'll try the counter with Washington. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Right back to Washington. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On 1st and goal, Washington. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd and goal, Breeze. This is caught. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They come out here in the I. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Now Breeze. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Big stop, let's go.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready, yellow lady, yellow lady. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will make our score 9-0. Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Watson and the Texans now down by 9. 1:38 to go. They've yet to dent the scoreboard tonight. Now they've got to do it twice late if they want a chance here. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Now a play fake here on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Watson now to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints' 40-yard line.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now it's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.